Got Kenny Boone here. Kenny, I want to call you up front and ask if you would lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance tonight.
Honor guard, up 10, jump. Right shoulder, on. Seat, colors. Present, on.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, on. Mark time, mark. Color reverse, mark. Detail, halt. Sir, permission to post the colors.
Permission granted.
Mark time, mark. Color reverse, mark. Detail, halt. Left, hey. Forward, mark. Left.
Great job. Again, I want to thank all of y'all for coming out tonight for what is a commemoration and also a celebration. The widening of Pine Needles Road is complete and it looks great, but more importantly, as we can see over our shoulder, it's working very, very well. The folks living across the overpass are safer because of the project. Emergency vehicles can get through faster and more safely. The project is a culmination of the efforts of a lot of folks, including everyone here tonight who approved the penny sales tax to fund these important projects. Some of those who worked extra hard on the project to see it through are members of the 1 Cent Makes Sense Committee, as well as the Florence County Council members. Would y'all come forward so y'all could be recognized? Well, they're all standing up already and coming out front. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Jim McGee. I served about 10 years as the state representative for this area, and I had a lot of meetings with a group around here called the West Ebenezer Community Association. And they work tirelessly to get about the safety of this area. This is a great area to live in out here. We all know it. I live out here. I know most of y'all do, and it's just a fantastic area to live in. And the West Ebenezer Community Association has been very important in doing that. And Walt Ranston has been a leader in that organization for a number of years, and it would be remiss if we didn't have a few words from Walt tonight about this project. Walt?
Thanks very much, Jim. I've been a resident here for 33 years this month, and since I arrived until today, this road and bridge has been the #1 topic of concern. A little closer, Walt. Can you hear me now? It took a lot of effort, as Jim already has mentioned, from people to get this thing going, and we didn't really make a move forward until 2004. This is when we were able to get Senator Leatherman involved and the other office holders, the representatives, and the members of county council. And as you recall, we had to go through the 1 cent sales tax referendum, which was passed in 2006. And then as we got started, I've never known a contracting group to have as much difficulty with weather, finances, and several things. But to see this today, it is just unbelievable. I never believed that DOT would have a design that's this nice and this efficient. And I hope everybody enjoys it as much as what we do right now. This is something that we can talk to others about, but I'm sorry some of our members have passed on and didn't get to see this. And I hope we have other occasions for these people to be remembered. I want to thank Senator Leatherman for his efforts to get us into the infrastructure bank, and it really has been appreciated. As you saw in the paper this morning, the next people in line are already howling, "When are you going to get to me?" Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you for your efforts on behalf of the community out here. They are appreciated. Of course, the project would not be possible without the folks at the South Carolina Department of Transportation. Tonight we have with us Chris Gossett. He's the program manager at SCDOT. Also, I was talking to Chris a little bit before. He just finished up a tour in Iraq, so let's give him a round of applause just for serving our country. And also recognize him and have him tell us a little bit about the project. Chris?
Thank you. Good evening. Like you said, my name is Chris Gossett, Program Manager with South Carolina Department of Transportation. I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight for the opening of this project. A couple key things I want to point out about this project. Most notable is about halfway through the project, we had a contractor that was unable to complete this project. The bonding company did get involved, and we had a new contractor come on board, C.R. Jackson, who completed what you see tonight and using. So I want to give a big round of applause to those guys for their efforts. This change in contractors also caused the project to be down between around November 09 through March of 10. So if y'all didn't see anything going on during those times, that was why. I'm also proud to present tonight that this project, as it stands right now, is on time and under the original budget from when the first contract was so that money is going to be rolled back over into the future projects that we're currently working on for Florence County. So thank you again for the opportunity. We enjoy being here.
Thank you, Chris. Of course, we all know one of the main reasons for the bridge widening is for a safe and efficient flow of traffic across the highway. Chief Hendricks, the West Florence Fire Department, knows a little bit about that. So, Chief, we wanted to hear what your thoughts on the project now that it's complete from an emergency standpoint.
Well, we appreciate the road being built and the bridge being built, because before it was just a two-lane road. And we had an accident over there, we couldn't even get across the bridge, or the y'all couldn't get back and forth. So we get it cleared. So now we can get over there quicker. And we appreciate the road, and we appreciate all of y'all's patience. So the road get built.
Y'all can ask him about that sling at supper. He didn't want to talk about it with me. Thank you. Thank you, Chief. Yeah, this project is truly a state and county partnership, and to get it done, it couldn't be done without the local county folks, especially Florence County Council. The Office Councilman out here, Morris Anderson, a big part of it. Morris, would you come up and say a few words?
Thank you, Jim. Senator Leatherman and the other dignitaries, it's my privilege and pleasure to speak to you tonight. I am a native of Florence County, and I'm going to tell you that I'm not a teenager anymore. I know that's a disappointment. But anyway, only been here 75 years, 3/4 of a century, and I was talking to Senator Leatherman earlier tonight, and I told him, I said, as soon as you pass being a teenager, you're going to do big things. Of course, he got tickled about that. But I want to speak to you for just a moment about when I was elected to county council by you all back in 2004, well, 2003, John Floyd was a councilman in this area. And we had been working on trying to get this money for this bridge from the federal government. And I got a call from John. He said that some men wanted to meet with us, and he wanted me to be present. We met with several people, and a deal was offered to us that if John would vote to approve the Wedgewood subdivision, that the congressman would be inclined to set aside the funds to do this bridge. Well, I want to tell you something. That never happened. Things have a way of being like that. But I want to tell you this. We in the PD area have been left out in the cold for a long time. And where there is no vision, my people perish, is what the Bible says. Along came a man that had a vision. And I want to tell you, without this man, we wouldn't be here tonight, and we'd still have a one road, a two-lane road and one bridge. But because this man had a vision, he, unlike others, got himself appointed to the SIB board, the State Infrastructure Bank, and he offered to us a plan that if we would put forth 1 cent, then the state would give us 2 cents. And that is how this project came to be. And without Hugh Leatherman's leadership and influence, we'd still be in the dark ages. He didn't go to Columbia without a vision. This bridge would not be here, I promise you. I know I don't have any authority to do this, but I'm going to make a suggestion that we name this the Hugh Leatherman Bridge. And I hope that you don't find that to be offensive, because this is something that I think we should do, because Senator Leatherman's going to be running for re-election, and for any of you that don't want to vote for him, I want to talk to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Morris. Thank you for all your work as well. Y'all, also in the emergency department, we have, we got not only the fire and stuff, but also our sheriff's deputies. Y'all, we've got a professional sheriff's department here in Florence County. I want to tell you, I go to other counties. And Kenny Boone works to keep it that way. Kenny wants to say a few words about, what this means for the department, having this widening project in the bridge. Kenny?
Thank you, Jim. Each of y'all remember the day that the soccer games going on here, you couldn't get out here. Had to sometimes send deputies out here to let these people out. The 2 lanes, we were worried about an accident on here, and y'all, and most of you live here, but those that don't, there's only 2 ways into this, well, 3 ways actually, to get into this area in West Florence. There's obviously Pine Needles Road, then you've got the other road coming back beside Ramada, and then obviously coming in on 20. But if we had a disaster or had a situation there, if we had to move and get medical personnel or law enforcement in those areas, it was tough. But now we can do it. And those of you that have seen the road's been repaired here and things that's been done, it's really made a big difference for all of us in the emergency side. And I want to publicly thank Senator Leatherman. Not only this, but Senator, we're finally getting our share thanks to you. Everything that he's done for this county, and it seems like everything's been going to the upstate for years, and the low country and the Midlands has been getting everything. it seems like thanks to Senator Leatherman, we're getting our share now, and I think Senator Leatherman deserves a round of applause for sure. And I'll tell you this story, and I'll sit down. You know, being a freshman politician, I'm not a politician. I tell people that every day. You know, I know how to put people in jail, and I rely on people like Senator Leatherman to help me politically. Well, he came to me, I guess, Senator, 4 or 5 years ago, I think, when this project started, and asked if I would get on board. And I said, sure, Senator, I'll be glad to do it. He said, well, we need to push the penny sales tax. And I said, oh, Senator, I said, you know, people, I don't know if I need to get involved in that or not. And the senator said, and I'll remember to this day, he said, you know, Sheriff, it's the right thing to do. And he's exactly right. You know, this project, thanks to that 1 cent and thanks to him, you know, it's probably going to save somebody's life one day. It'll be well worth this project. So anyway, thank you for coming out. Thank you for your support. And I guess we'll turn it over to you, Jim.
Yeah, thank you. Kenny, thank you. Thank you for the work your department does. Appreciate that. There used to be a show on TV called Eyewitness to History. I think it was like a CBS show or something like that. Well, I served in the House for 10 years, and I served by the side of Senator Leatherman. I was an eyewitness to history because I saw what this man did, continues to do for the state of South Carolina, and especially for this area. Y'all, you talk about, there's a saying, rolling up your sleeves and getting something done. I just can't tell you how impressive it is and how nice it is to have someone like Senator Leatherman representing us up in the Columbia that does roll up his sleeves and get something done. You just don't know what it's. I've been there, I've been in the trenches, so to speak, and I can tell you it's very important, and our area really comes out well and is well represented. This project would not be where it is without the efforts of Senator Leatherman. He found the funding source and made sure it happened. And I do think, Kenny, like you said, some lives are going to be saved because of this. And one life is worth the cost of it, just one. Without further ado, I want to introduce Senator Leatherman. Senator.
Jim, thank you. Jim, if you give me a little light here, we'll make a few comments, and they'll be short because I understand food's in there. I'm hungry. You're hungry. I want to thank all of y'all for coming. What a great day it is. And, you know, I looked out there and saw that traffic just flowing. I thought, we in West Expasion, never seen that before. Always before I'd come out here and traffic is backed up across Ebenezer Road, sometimes almost all the way to Highway 76. Okay, thank you for that. Well, they're fortunate they can't hear me. Okay, but we have many to thank for what we're looking at here, obviously, and WECA, West Ebenezer Community Associations involved, and many others out here. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Our county councilman and Councilman Anderson in particular, thank y'all. Without county council believing that what we were trying to do was the right thing to do, Jim, we wouldn't have gone anywhere. And I thank county council for that. You know, we got to remember we're all over the team in Clark County. We don't have stars, we don't have standouts. We're all working together. And I would ask us, as we go through this evening, keep in mind that those who you very seldom hear from had a tremendous amount to do with what we're doing here. Let me talk about the 1 cent makes sense for just a moment. We started talking about that, and as Councilman Anderson said, I made it my business to get on the State Infrastructure Bank for one reason and one reason only, and that was to give Florence County an opportunity to share in the monies just like Charleston County, Beaufort County, York County, Aiken County, and I said, we've been left out long enough, we're going to get our share of it. So I went to work and got on the Infrastructure Bank and started making calls and contacts around here. And let me tell you what actually took place when we got this money. We got 2 state dollars and local dollars. So that means that we locals are paying 33 cents out of each dollar for that road out there. and others around the county which will be built. Well, lo and behold, we had a study run. The 33 cents that we locals were paying, 17 cents of that was being paid by the people on I-95 who stop here, the people in other counties who come here and shop. And what we actually paid us as local people on your road out there is 16 cents out of every dollar. Now, if that isn't a deal, I don't know what a deal is. And you know, I really am proud to have been a part of the solution to our problem here. We'll continue to do things like this. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your involvement. No one person does it by themselves. And I ask you to stay involved. We have 4 more projects, and maybe the 5th one, Sherwin. Sherwin, you chaired that committee that went countywide. So we've got others to come. I think the next one is 378 in Lake City, and Highway 76 in the Tennessee, which is desperately needed. ETV road out there, and of course then the Packville Highway. And if there's any money left, we'll do the 301 bypass South Front. This county, our communities, will never, ever be the same. We've got a countywide road system, and I think you know I do a lot of traveling trying to get companies located here to bring jobs to our people. One thing they asked me, Senator, what are your highway infrastructure like? Tell us what your highway infrastructure is like. If we can't move our goods and our people, we aren't coming to your county. So that's exactly what this does for us, and I'm just so proud to have been a part of it. I'm proud of each and every one of you. I know many of you over many, many years come out to weekly meetings, things of that nature. So I think I've said enough. I see some folks back there grabbing their stomach. I think they're hungry, just like I am. So God bless South Carolina and God bless America. Let's go eat.
Sheriff, Chris, Sherwin, y'all all stand up there. All right, let's give a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go! Great job.
I'm Don Stone. I live at 720 Harriet Drive. This has been one of the greatest things in our time to have this bridge and this highways opened up where we can get in and out safely. And thank all of you very much.
As a 33-year resident, this road project and bridge has been the topic of conversation, and it's taken us a good portion of that time. It really got started in 2002, and once the Senator got us into the infrastructure bank, we were able to move forward, and even if bad weather and contractor problems, we got finished under budget, on schedule, finally, and I think it's one of the best designed projects ever done by the Department of Transportation in South Carolina.
We are so terrifically happy and so excited that our road and bridge is now once complete. We've waited for so many years, it has now become a reality, and we just can't say how thankful we are for this. There's been so many people that may have had emergency calls and had difficulty getting the fire department or EMS to their home. We don't have to worry about that part anymore, and so we're just thrilled. It's a beautiful road.